I'm ready, and not before.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Minus, back with you again today with the Necromancer build. It has gone through an evolution. As I once said, it was not complete by any means. And we've upgraded some items here. We got the headpiece, that is a bone helmet, and it has a +2 to minions. Haven't really noticed any bad for moving away from the Baron, it seems to be pretty smooth running. It very, very big improvement. And the summon raging skeletons, the added gems, they are extremely nice. As you can see here, look at them yourself, and that way you can see the setup. Pretty self-explanatory. You want fire on this item because it has the +2 to the socketed fire gem, so pretty much you want all the fire that applies to your summon raging spirits. This I just made my skeletons, and it's going to go elemental iron will because the strength is pretty good. It's still over 300. I might switch it over to something else, probably elemental damage, to see if there's an improvement. If not, I'm probably just going to say whatever, keep the iron will on, but chances are the elemental is probably going to be more, simply because my strength is not as high as it used to be. I have a lot more dex so far. I got a new glove piece that's still coming. It's going to give me even more dex. Actually, I don't have a lot of dex. I have like just enough, but it's enough to get the build going and burning people. Now, like I said, this piece is to summon skeletons, iron will, elemental focus, pierce, so that it goes all the way through and just tears through enemies. Doesn't stop. Gives a lot more mass group. I would say group damage. It's not really group damage, but it's got a nice spread, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Of course, the multiple projectiles and the spell echo, so they cast 2 instead of 1, and they cast so fast that it just looks like they're constantly casting. Let's see. This is my reaction piece. It's gonna go Flesh Offering, of course, for the minion speed, minion cast, minion attack. It's going to go Phase Run, but that's not applied in this video that you're about to see. And Summon Stone Spirit, or Stone Spirit, Stone Golem, simply because it has a chance to taunt, and it annoys them, so it's always nice. This piece is going to be my utility piece. I mean, any of these technically can be utility pieces, except for the head. That has to be a minion piece. Absolutely has to be. Let's see, and right here, oh, I'm sorry, did I show you everything over here? Convocation, Desecrate, Flame Dash, Punishment. Punishment is completely useless. Ignore this. I didn't know that at the time because I was pretty messed up and I didn't read the melee part, and it just turns out that pretty much everything is ranged. The only one that this will apply to would be your Stone Golem and any other melee ones that you use for tanking, which, tanking golems are a great idea. Very, very good. These pieces right here, as you see, have the increased attack speed and damage on both of them. That is important. I wish I can get that to 20, but 18 is acceptable if you have the increased attack speed and cast speed. It's just, with the added extra attack speed, it replaces the 20% damage. It doesn't replace, but it makes up for it. Now for passives, let's see. The major changes, since I have a new chest piece coming in on the way with about 2,000 armor, I'm going to do some more armor focused stuff. And I also want to take away the extra damage from the critical strikes, because that seems to hurt pretty bad, so that's no longer going to be a problem. Let's see here. Any other major changes? Oh, I took some of this away because it was just minion attack speed, and that got, you know, with the offering, it doesn't really matter. It basically replaces it and more, so that's not really concerned. I gotta make sure that you have this on here so that it takes away from your mana before your life at least 30%. It dampens hits, and it makes getting reflected damage, if there is any, really not that noticeable. Especially if you have shield, because it goes mana, shield, and then your health. So you got an extra 2,000 on top of your health, pretty much. Almost 2,000, not quite. Now your main gems are probably going to look a little bit of health with some damage. The chance to hinder is alright, it's not too important, but it's always fun because it keeps you safe. Here's a little more hindering right here, so that puts me at 13%. The increased life is nice. Right here, it's 16%. I really want to replace this because this doesn't really equal the 20% in my opinion. I need to get it back up to 18 at least in order to make this effective. Let's see. But other than that, you're about to see some wreckage. So, oh, and I also unlocked this little piece right here for extra resistances if needed. But prepare for the pain.